My friends, we are gathered to celebrate those responsible for our victory. Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation. The one who led the final charge against the Archdemon remains with us still. An inspiration to all he saved that day. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the Hero of Ferelden, the first Grey Warden to defeat the Blight since Garahel 4 centuries ago. My friend, it is hard to imagine how you could have aided Ferelden more. I think it only appropriate that I return the favor. Is there any boon that you might request of Ferelden's king? If it is within my power, I will grant it.
I ask that the Circle of Magi be given its independence.
You know, that's a very good point. Let it be known, then, that the Circle has earned the right to watch over itself. The tower shall be restored, and then turned over to the mages. Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arl Howe, is now granted to the Grey Wardens. There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them. What are your plans? Will you remain with the Grey Wardens?
Perhaps for a time, but I intend to find Morrigan.
My impression was that she didn't want to be found. But I understand completely. There's a group of Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero. I suggest you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard at the door when you're ready.
And so, we are victorious. And because of Morrigan's deal, it is true that we did not perish with the Archdemon, and thus we have become the first Grey Warden to ever survive slaying an Archdemon. But as for the rest of the consequences of this deal with Morrigan, that remains to be seen. But for now, in this very short epilogue, we get a chance to say a final farewell to all the major characters that we've met along the way. So, let's start with Anora over here.
Allow me to offer you my personal congratulations, Warden. I must admit that while I did not share my father's pessimism regarding the Grey Wardens, I had my doubts that such a small number of you could be victorious. Yet here you are.
In this particular point, like in many others, Loghain was wrong.
Very true. And now he is dead. Tell me something. Is Alistair always like that?
He's a good man, Anora.
And he may yet be a good king. To be honest, he has surprised me with his eagerness. Still, his jokes, if one can call him that, are already giving me headaches. Oh well. His heart is in the right place. In that he reminds me of Cailan, which is no failing. Now I see Eamon gesturing to me. There is more work to be done. I must take my leave of you, I fear. Enjoy the rest of the celebration, Warden. I shall speak to you again before the day is done.
So, we made it. I'm impressed, aren't you? The odds were completely against one of us actually getting to the Archdemon. But of course you would make it. I knew you would. I just don't understand how you're still alive. I guess Riordan was wrong?
Sounds like there's a small glitch here, because originally it sounded like he knew about Morrigan's ritual, and here he doesn't. But we can always just tell him again. Morrigan saved me.
I had no idea. I suppose that makes sense. Speaking of Morrigan, do you know where she went? I'm told she vanished right after the battle. No goodbyes or anything.
I don't know where she went, but I intend to find her.
Good riddance, I say. At any rate, I can see Eamon giving me that look. More king stuff, I suppose. I can never wait. And if I don't get the chance some other time, thanks. For everything.
Same to you.
I'll let you get to your adoring public. They want to see the Hero of Ferelden, and who am I to keep them waiting?
Alright, everyone's talking about Eamon, so let's go to him next.
It is over. I can barely believe it. You stopped the civil war and then defeated the Blight. On behalf of Ferelden, allow me to say thank you. It truly cannot be said enough.
I'm a Grey Warden. That's what we do.
So I'm learning. It's too bad that you aren't remaining here in the capital. The Hero of Ferelden would have influence, but I understand. Myself, I will be remaining here to help Alistair. Tegan will take over the rule of Redcliffe, at least for the time being. Connor seems well enough, and Isolde refuses to speak of what happened. She says she never wants to go back. I cannot thank you enough for saving them. They are the joy of my existence. Tell me, have you noticed anything strange about the lad? He seems quiet.
Consider what he's been through, Eamon.
You are no doubt correct. It is my imagination, I am sure. But here I am rambling on. I shall let you get back to your celebration, Warden. Enjoy it while you can.
And Irving has come.
It is very strange to hear so many speak of a mage in such glowing terms. Deserved, of course, but still not what I am accustomed to. Allow me to offer you my congratulations, and my thanks. The tower is now nearly restored to order. It could have been so much worse.
You're welcome, First Enchanter.
It pleases me to see such a young pupil achieve prominence. I look forward to watching what you accomplish next. Now, I should leave you to your celebration. Uldred's revolt has left me very quick to tire these days. Retirement will come soon, I think.
Good old Irving. I'm glad he was able to finally see the day of the Circle being freed of the Templars.
So it survived after all. My impression that all creatures made of flesh were hopelessly squishy was, premature.
It's nice to be appreciated.
It has made me revise my opinion of its kind, my kind. I am, or at least was, a dwarf. A creature of flesh. I have to keep reminding myself that. In fact, I think I may even try to become one again.
Come again?
Wynne has offered to accompany me to Tevinter to speak with the mages there. The Circle of Minrathrus has the largest collection of arcane knowledge in Thedas. If it is possible to reverse this process, then the knowledge to do so will be there, or that is my hope. And if not, then I will keep looking. I have nothing if not time, yes?
Well then, good luck to you, Shale.
I intend to return eventually, unless I finally decide to destroy all pigeons everywhere. That may take a while, but otherwise I will come back. If it happens to one day see a tiny little dwarf who appears very nervous of being squished, that will be me. Until then, I wish it well. You have been a fine friend.